you play NBA 2K20? We want to hear from you, so be sure to follow us on social media and share your experience. We're at NBA2K_2KTV on all of our channels.
And we are thrilled to have Anthony Davis as our NBA 2K20 cover athlete. He held headlines all summer long, and we can't wait to see what he has in store this season. We caught up with him this summer. Let's take a look.
And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know that the Rockets begin and end with the offensive wizardry of James Harden, the league's MVP in 2018. Now, some people have said they don't like watching that style with one player dominating the basketball. But, Kevin, James Harden is that good, that talented, that efficient, and that successful. And playing through him may be the best way for the Rockets to be successful as well.
It's tough to stop. You're right, DA. Thank you. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about the standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the four-man position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. And it's Capela in at the center position. Now here's Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And it goes down 2 points. Doncic has got the game going with his first points of the game for Dallas.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Now the Mavericks with it. Stolen by Harden. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Lays it up and banks it in.
You tell me, how do you defend that, Kevin? I mean, Harden's strength and command of the Rockets, it's almost unfair.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Outside, Porzingis. Brunson, good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Lets it go from deep. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Doncic, and that one goes long.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
That free throw good from Doncic. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Finney-Smith. The pass to Brunson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Pass to Tucker. The dish now to Gordon. And that one, good.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Count it. That's 7 points for Luka Doncic. Houston in the lead. Now Harden. He has 5. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And this is Harden's specialty. He's a wizard at getting contact, finding a way to finish.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter, and there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Free throw drops for Harden. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year, and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
The free throw drops for Powell.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division and only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
And they're on the break. Barea with a wide-open look. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden surveying the D. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Right down low, guarded by Harden. And that one's good. Right. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the 2nd round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
Here is House. The Mavericks making the shot, and the shot is good. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Doncic right side. They get it back. And the dunk by Powell.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. And here's Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Green, missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Barea kicks to Capela. Pass to Powell. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Passes it to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mavericks making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Harden against Wright. Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. That's tipped and stolen by Wright. There's the triple. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Houston on top. They're up by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Curry. Also, DeLon Wright is out there. Luka Doncic out there with Powell. And it's Capela in at the power forward position. Capela finds Green. Houston needs to get a shot up. Just 2 to shoot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So for the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Capela. Gordon comes in for Gerald Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Capela. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. And the basket by Gordon.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here's Porzingis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Outside Westbrook. Launches it. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside, Porzingis. Here's the 3. Eric Gordon grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense. He's tough. He rebounds. And you know he'll hit that corner.
On the free throw, no good. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Porzingis. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Westbrook, and he makes good on the layup. Westbrook's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
It's good.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about fear.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Now, I thought maybe the D would figure him out as the game went along. Looks like he's figured them out in this first half.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Borea's checked in.
One shot.
And that one falls for Westbrook. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories? Had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies. When Grant started his career off in Detroit, to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden? He got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
Here's Westbrook after the Mavericks pick up 3. Rivers passes to House. Borea against Westbrook. He kicks it to Tucker. Gordon dishes to Westbrook. Shoots over Borea, and it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Eric Gordon. Westbrook's got 13.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Curry against Rivers. Here's the floater. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's Westbrook. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Houston making some changes. Clint Capela, he's checked in for Daniel House. Green comes in for Gordon. And James Harden subbed in for Rivers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic is checked in for Hardaway. And it's DeLon Wright in for Curry. Mavericks trail by 5. Borea surveying the floor. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Westbrook pulls it in. Houston leading by 5. Double team on Westbrook. Outside, Green. Westbrook finds Green. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. And the dunk by Capela.
And the massive wingspan of Capela, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Borea with it. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Dallas. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 assist. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots. Gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible that guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Tucker and Capela are up front. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Harden the pass to Tucker. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Houston.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
Here is Harden. After Luka Doncic's bucket, back to Harden. A three ball. Here's Capela. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Porzingis against Capela. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closer. Nice shot by Porzingis. As you said, C-Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
Out left to the wing. Brunson kicks to Doncic. A baseline J. Brunson, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
It's tipped.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Now here's Brunson. And Capela sends it back. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. It's good. Now it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Gordon against Porzingis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start it.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
Man, I'll tell you. Harden always seemed to attract the crowd, but that doesn't stop him from making a play.
Inside, here's Doncic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 11 points. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
Down low, Doncic. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
He gets it in there. 18 points for James Harden.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Porzingis against Capela. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Tipped away. And Capela sends it back.
Can't throw up weak stuff around Capela. He takes pride in sending shots back.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. 2 shots. That free throw good from Porzingis. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
The Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Sign him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Now here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Yep, it counts. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Looking tenacious on these takes. Got to respect Rivers' fearlessness going strong like this.
Right, looking around. Gordon against Doncic. And J.J. Barea the bucket on the assist by Doncic. Barea's got 5.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
1:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Offensive rebound. Rivers. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Barea dishes to Doncic. And Harden comes to help. Right outside. 6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Eric Gordon. And in his 5th year out of Utah, DeLon Wright, 6'5", great size, Chris, for the point guard position.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, and I like his game. Now, check it out. He's a solid defender. He can rebound the ball. He takes care of the ball, and you can win with guys like that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a three-point game. And it's blocked.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Barea kicks to right. The pass to Kleba. Rivers against Barea. Just 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. And too long on the shot.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Rockets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Dwight Powell. White is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Kleba in at the 5 spot. Now here's Barea. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
First free throw is good. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dwight Powell. Harden hits them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Barea with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Barea.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Barea. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Barea's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Here's Gordon. That's good from 17 feet away. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Ooh, the lost art of the mid-range J. Gordon just measured it perfectly, squaring up and knocking it down.
Here's Kleba. Kicks it to Hardaway. Pass to Barea. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Westbrook against Barea. Double team on Westbrook. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. Mavericks trail by 3. Dallas calls timeout. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for J.J. Barea. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Westbrook. 2 shots.
That one is off. He's off on the second. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Doncic finds Wright. Back to Doncic. And it's in there. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now, here is Harden. Passes it to Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah. You just want to keep fighting. You do your best, and you live with the results.
Here's Porzingis. Knocked away. Doncic against Westbrook. Over Doncic, and the dunk by Capela.
Showing why he wants to take on more responsibility, Kevin. With Capela's competitiveness, these big moments, admirable.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And right, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The first one falls. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Yeah, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Now, Wright pulls up on the wing. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Porzingis.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And stolen by Wright. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Rockets have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Good job, Will. When it's this close, the team that wins the free throw battle might win the game.
Doncic feeling it out. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Clock at 6. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That's on Clint Capela.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside him, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game. The wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Harden outside. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Harden's got 15 points in just the second half.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Porzingis inside. Capela's there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capela.
Clearly a foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Harden right side. In the corner, it's Gordon. Kicks it out to Harden. Money!
And Kevin, when the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Mavericks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. And the Mavericks with possession here. Trailing by 5. It counts.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Shooting for Houston, James Harden.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those are big. I mean, it turns into a 2-possession
game. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Harden. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his second. 15. Shooting for Houston.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And when he's healthy, Gordon is extremely effective, an incredible scorer who fills up the stat sheet. Okay, those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
Lob pass to Capela. So Houston wins it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.